NASA's Perseverance rover has successfully landed on Mars to begin a quest to search for signs of life. The six-wheeled robot made it through the 7 minutes of terror, in which it managed to slow down to a walking pace after plunging through the red planet's rarefied air at 5.3 kilometers per second. Ground controllers were biting their nails for even longer after the parachutes opened, as it takes around 11.5 minutes for the signal to confirm a successful landing to reach Earth. Mission managers at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory near Los Angeles burst into applause as radio signals finally confirmed it had survived the perilous descent. It arrived within its target zone inside Jezero crater, site of a long-vanished Martian lake bed, after sailing through space for nearly 7 months. The craft covered 472 million kilometers before piercing the Martian atmosphere at 19,000 kilometers per hour. After successfully touching down, the machine tweeted, "I'm safe on Mars. Perseverance will get you anywhere." Percy, as the robot is nicknamed, is on a $3 billion mission with NASA and the European Space Agency to bring back rocks that could answer whether life ever existed on Mars. While the planet is now a barren wasteland, evidence suggests it once had water on its surface which could have supported life, something scientists have been dying to confirm. It is the first time a craft has successfully landed on the planet's surface since the 2001 Mars Odyssey expedition. Last week, separate probes launched by the United Arab Emirates and China reached Martian orbit. NASA has 3 Mars satellites still in orbit, along with 2 from the European Space Agency. Fortunately for the Perseverance team, the hardest part of the mission is already behind them. This difficulty is twofold: the challenges of landing a rover on another planet, and its human controllers' complete inability to do anything to assist. As demonstrated in previous Martian missions, it takes approximately 7 minutes for the vehicle to touch down on the surface from the time it enters the planet's atmosphere, traveling 12.000 miles per hour. The high-velocity descent, combined with the 11 minutes it takes radio signals to travel between Earth and Mars, means the NASA crew can do nothing more than wait and pray. NASA calls this the 7 minutes of terror, where the combination of high risk and human helplessness leaves everyone in the control room wondering whether years of building the most sophisticated rover in history will come to an abrupt, fruitless end via crash. Perseverance had 2 other factors working against it. First, at a metric ton, it is easily the heaviest rover NASA had ever attempted to land on Mars. Second, its destination, the Jezero crater, perceived as the likeliest place to find signs of ancient microbial life, is a high-risk, high-reward choice pocked with boulders and steep cliffs. Luckily Perseverance persevered, aided by 2 new technologies its predecessors lacked. 1. A range trigger, allows the rover to decide precisely when to deploy its 70-foot parachute. The other, called terrain relative navigation, essentially gives Perseverance eyes and a map to ensure it touches down safely. Alan Chen, the leader of the mission's entry, descent, and landing team, doubts Jezero crater would have been a feasible landing spot were it not for these 2 advancements. as clarified by then NASA head Jim Bridenstine before a year ago's dispatch. Perseverance remains is the first run-through in history where we will go to Mars with an unequivocal mission to discover life on a different universe, antiquated life on Mars, indeed. The arrival site was picked with finding proof of life on Mars, past or present, top of the psyche. Tirelessness landed on Mars' 28-mile-wide Jezero crater, which researchers accept once held a waterway roughly the size of Lake Tahoe. Jezero additionally has a significant channel coming from it, which proposes that water once streamed uninhibitedly to or from the antiquated lake. In light of the cavity's profundity, the lake it once held was likely many feet down. This water development causes what forever looking for researchers is a convincing event: residue stores across the expansive delta of the pit's bowl-like floor. In the event that microbial life at any point existed on Mars, perhaps the likeliest district was here. The thinking is that the most punctual types of life on Earth happened in comparative situations some 3.5 billion years prior, when researchers accept Mars actually had plentiful streaming water. Constancy's essential mission is to discover such obvious biosignatures that, if life did once exist on Mars, are probably going to be scattered in layered stores all through Jezero crater's floor. In doing as such, it might give a conclusive answer of whether Earth is the sole wellspring of life in our nearby planetary group.